Today, I will show you a kind of candy that has been laced with trace amounts of arsenic. This is a throat lozenge. I used to like eating this kind of candy because I have chronic pharyngitis, but a year after I came to the UK, I found that this throat lozenge was laced with trace amounts of arsenic. I have traveled to 13 countries since leaving China, and I have never seen a country like the UK that not only poisons water, drinks, milk, fruits, bread, cakes, candies, etc. on a large scale. When I first came to the UK on October 29, 2022, the UK only had arsenic in water, some milk, and drinks. There are trace amounts of arsenic, but now I can say this. Most of the food and drinks produced in the UK are adulterated with trace amounts of arsenic, because the cost of poisoning in the UK is too low, as long as the manufacturer of the product has Indian staff. Then as long as the Indian officials bribed by the CCP find him and ask him to poison the product, he will do it. I say again, I am not racist, because I can be sure that the Chinese government has bribed criminal gangs mainly composed of Indian officials with huge sums of money to let them persecute Chinese victims who come to the UK to apply for political asylum. These Indians have one characteristic, which is that they put the interests of their gangs above the interests of the country. They put the interests of their gangs above the rule of law, and they put the interests of their gangs above conscience and humanity. Of course, this also includes British officials who were bribed by these Indian officials with money from China. Now they are not only using power and money to sell out Britain and trample on the rule of law, but also destroying the British people's drinking water, dairy products and other food safety systems. Because if these detection systems can still function, there will be no phenomenon of poisoning even in the sugar for treating sore throats.
If the British people who see this food will not take action, again you and your home, human health will be affected by chronic toxin for a long time, although you will not feel it. Long-term intake of arsenic trioxide will cause mental retardation, memory loss and even cancer. All this is because of greed. The Indians who were bought by Chinese officials do not love the British people at all. They sacrificed the United Kingdom for the sake of money and help Chinese officials poison us because arsenic poisoning has come to the UK to apply for political asylum. The health of all the citizens. As long as you don't know, they will keep poisoning, and then they have been getting huge amounts of money from China about there. Please contact the International Human Rights and Criminal Investigation Organization to go to the British supermarket for testing, because the safety inspection system of most foods such as food, water, fruit, and milk in the UK has collapsed.